Recently, Doug DeMuro posted a video about 5 BMWs that you probably never heard about. That video was great, but I would like to add 5 more BMWs that I bet you did not know existed. In this video, I would like to show you my version of 5 BMWs that you never heard about. For me, the subject of rare and unique BMWs is very special, because I owned 3 out of 5 cars on the list. Let's start with the oldest car. And the first car I would like to share is 1984 E23 745i. BMW was making their flagman sedan known as E23 7 Series from 1977 until 1986. But the car you probably never heard existed, starting rolling out of production line in 1980. These were badged as 745i. These cars were not sold in North America, and if you see one on the road, it means that somebody imported it and made legal for United States roads. What makes it special is the engine. After a long pause, BMW started to play with the forced induction technology again. The engines that were used in 745i's were M102 and M106. These were the first 6-cylinder turbocharged engines that BMW made. I own 1984 745i with M106 engine, and it produced around 250 horsepower. By today's standards, 250 ponies probably not a lot, but back in 1980s, the engine that was only 6 cylinders produced 250 horsepower was significant. The next car on my list is also the one that I used to own, and it is 1987 BMW E23 L7. In 1987, BMW was finishing production of their E23 7 Series lineup, and they decided to make a special United States only version of this car. It became known as L7. Technically, the L7 was the 725i with extended leather package. An extended leather trim it was. BMW covered everything they could in that car in leather. Dashboard, door panels and even headliner were covered in that cow skin. Also, these cars came with automatic transmission only. But other than that, it shared the same powertrain and suspension as the same year 725i. When I was driving it, some BMW enthusiasts were asking me, what does L7 mean? I did some research and found that most automotive journalists and writers agree that it means luxury, although I heard other versions, such as leather and lawn. Although L7 is the same size as 725i from the same generation. Next car on my list is 1987 L6, and it is also one of the cars that I used to own. In my early days, I used to own 2 BMW E24 6 Series. One was 1979 633 CSI, and the other was 1987 L6. As with E23 7 Series L7, it shares the same story. BMW decided to make a special version of 6 Series in the last year of production. It was based on 1987 635 CSI with extended trim package and also with automatic transmission. In my opinion, both L7 and L6 are rare cars. When I used to own them, I was trying to find out the production numbers, but I couldn't find exact numbers. Some journalists say it was low 1000, and other articles I found it was like in 5000, but they're still pretty rare and you don't see them very often on roads. Another less known BMW is a 2-seater convertible Z1. This car started the whole BMW Z line production. It featured a unique door design mechanism. Instead of opening like in normal cars, they will retracting up and down. And overall, this BMW was very different from the whole BMW production lineup of that era. According to internet articles, BMW made around 8,000 units of these cars, but honestly, I never seen one on the road in the United States. They have their own following, and on marketplaces like Bring a Trailer may be sold for a pretty penny. Until recently, nobody even knew about the existence of this car. It is based on an already rare classic E31 8 Series. And this is another BMW I bet you never heard about. Yes, right now you can buy M8 as a coupe, convertible or a grand coupe. These are current BMW M8 lineups. But back then, at the beginning of the 1990s, BMW was only testing waters with a high-performance 8 Series. So in 1992 they made a monster of a car. V12 5.6-liter S70 engine that was in a regular 850 CSI was modified and bored to 6 liters. Tuned and blessed by BMW Motorsport division, it was producing 640 horsepower instead of 380. In addition to its powertrain, the M8 had a unique body kit and sporty interior, but luxurious touches inside. BMW claimed that M8 was, and probably still is, capable of a top speed over 300 kilometers. And here we have it, guys, 5 rare BMWs I think you never knew existed. Please comment if you learned something new today about unique cars. Sorry, the sun was kind of playing and I had to move my head, but now it's already dark and we have what we have. I hope to see you in the next one. Please subscribe, like this video, it costs you nothing but does something for algorithm, whatever it means. I'll see you guys on the next one.